One of the tasks that I was recently given was to um, essentially retrofit a bunch of our sites that reside on an SDE server location um, to make them compliant with a new standard that was given to us by um, the North Carolina Department of Natural Resources. Essentially, what they requested is that for each one of our sample locations, they would like to be able to request data and have it returned to them in this format. You know, these different fields, um, and the field types according to certain field codes and whatnot. The real problem here is that our feature classes for these sites were set up well before the standard was put into place. So for the many sites that we do have in North Carolina, I have to go back and add each one of these fields to those feature classes consistently. There's 20 fields that need to be added, and there's a lot of sites that we have, and I figured that Python would be the quickest, most consistent way to do this. So I've written a Python script here that I just want to preview some highlights of that are important or meaningful. One is the connection string to the SDE server. We have to set that up in advance. And because I'm the only user, I'm actually going to hard code each one of the feature classes and feature data sets each time this thing is run. But a real handy feature of this script that I really like is the ability to compartmentalize the creation of each one of these field names using a CSV file. So you can see that inside of this CSV file we have a field header. These parameters are parameters that are going to be used in the Add Field Management tool within the ArcPy mapping Add Field tool. And each record is an actual field. So we have an alias, we have a field name which is called alias, and we've got the different parameters for each one of those line by line. So here are the 20 field names that are fields that need to be added to each feature class for each site. So what I've done is I've split the header list to use the parameter names to refer to the indices for each one of those parameters, so that really adding each one of the fields really comes down to this, essentially this one loop, where for every field in the field list here, we grab it, add it to the feature class, and then we then describe it and have the script come back and print it, what the results were. So it takes a little while to run, but the script does run without incident. You can see that this was the last field in the existing feature class, and started adding them right here. This was the call to the describe to the print field names. It's printing out to the interpreter window right here. So it adds all of them without any problem. You could run this thing and walk away from it and work on something else while this does it, instead of you having to go through and add each individual field. So really useful tool, and a smart use of Python to automate something that would otherwise be labor intensive.